Okay, so I'm not sure if these long-form rambling videos are going to be a regular thing on my channel. They might be. I don't really have time for anything else right now. But, I've got shit I want to say about stuff, so, yeah, you guys might be stuck with these for a bit. You, as in, like, the 5 people who still subscribe to this channel. But for my loyal subscribers who've stuck around this long, I do appreciate you. So today I want to talk about Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Now, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is tied with Xenoblade Chronicles 1 for my favorite game. That's it, my favorite game, period. I love these two things that much. Xenoblade 2's battle system, it's fucking amazing. It's super satisfying once you get the hang of things. Getting the hang of Xenoblade 2's battle system is like learning a new fucking language, but you know what? It pays off. It pays off. You feel like a fucking badass when you kill a freaking level 130 super boss with a chain attack. But yeah. Fun game. Super good. Love the story, love the characters, love the battle system. The only thing I don't passionately love, is the voice acting. Now, normally when it comes to fucking anime, I'm all for dubs over subs. I actually can't stand sub-elitism. I think anyone who says, anyone who thinks dubs are better than subs need to just go stick their heads in the sand and then just not come out again. Really, it was a lot more tame with that sentiment than I thought I would be. I guess I'm just feeling nice today. But yeah, those people can go suck a dick. My point is, I really do like English dubs of Japanese works. They're normally pretty well. They're normally pretty well done. They don't make me. I'm not losing out on anything if I watch the dubbed version of an anime over the subbed version. Normally, if there is a dubbed version of an anime, I will watch it and never look back. But it's like a two-way street with that. If there's a sub version, and if I get to the subbed version first, I'll watch the sub version and never look back. Unless it's like 5 years later and I just need another reason to go back and watch the anime a second time, like ReZero or something. But anyway, what I'm driving at here is that I would have liked to say that the English dub for Xenoblade 2 is better than the Japanese sub of Xenoblade 2. And I really can't speak on that because I haven't even gone to actually play through the game with Japanese audio because, well, I do enjoy battle dialogue, and in Japanese there is no battle dialogue, there is just a car crash of Japanese gibberish. And I don't feel like assaulting my ears with that, so I still have yet to go back and play the game in Japanese. In English, though, it's got its fair share of problems. Now, I do love the English voice cast. I think, well, not the entire voice cast. I like the European voice talent. I think they all did a fucking phenomenal job. My favorite characters being Zeke and Nia. They're adorable. They're good babies, and they deserve all of the love. Zeke's voice actor is a fucking badass, and he actually gave the community some good insight on what went into dubbing the story, and like just how much of an effort was actually made to make things match up. Now, the effort is well and good, and the effort does show in certain areas, but you can also see the cracks forming in the voice performances pretty quickly, and I have to admit, it doesn't really show with the European voice talent. They did a really good job, as I said earlier. Rex, Nia, Zeke, all of them boys. Now I'm not going to. I'm gonna name drop a lot of characters in this, so I'm just gonna like put a spoiler warning here. I don't consider anything I've said up to this point a spoiler because I never said the significance of any of these characters, and I won't be doing that. I'll just be, like, telling you guys what these characters bring to the table as far as voice performances go. But, yeah, if you're expecting, like, major story spoilers, you're not going to get that here, trust me. So, yeah, Zeke is a good character. He emotes very well. His voice actor sells his personality fucking phenomenally. So does Nia, Tora, all of them other boys. They do a great job. The voice acting normally, in most cases, matches up with the lip movements, but there are some points where it very noticeably does not connect whatsoever. And oof, when you see a moment like that, it's like genuinely painful to watch. I don't like using the word cringe because just the mere act of saying, "Oh, that made me cringe," makes me cringe, because it's just so overused. But yeah, no, there were actually points where I physically, my face physically contorted in pain as I watched what was unfolding in front of me. I actually had to shield my eyes from just how disconnected the lip movements were from what was actually coming out of their mouth. Like, there are some points in the story where a character will be screaming their line, and they'll have their mouths open as though they are really letting that last syllable of what they were saying that just hang out in the open for a bit. Meanwhile, the sound has long since left their mouth, and now their mouth is just hanging open like a fucking dumbass. That happens a lot, specifically that whole screaming thing. Like, characters will scream their line, and I guess the voice actor just didn't get the memo, so they'll just already have resolved their speech, and the animation will still be playing as though they are continuing to scream their line. And that happens far more than it should. Now, there's this whole thing called drivers and blades. Blades are essentially stands from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, if you've ever watched that. The point is that every driver has a blade. The drivers in this game are typically voiced by European voice actors, and blades are normally voiced by American voice actors. And the American voice talent is where the voice acting starts getting a little dodgy. There are these characters, 3 characters in particular: Pyrrha, Mithra, and Malice. I'm going to start with Malice. Malice is a very weird case. His voice actor has this little. Now this is a nitpick, but it really does mess with me when I watch these cutscenes. Malice has this little quirk where he'll start a sentence in the voice tone that you would expect, depending on the situation. Like, he'll be in a normal speaking voice. He'll just continue that throughout his sentence, and then at the very end of his line, out of fucking nowhere, he'll just take his voice from, like, 30 to 562. Out of fucking nowhere. Like, he'll start at a normal speaking voice, and at the very end of his line, he'll just scream at the top of his lungs. Out of fucking nowhere. And it's just so jarring to hear that. It ranges anywhere from being just absolutely fucking hilarious to just being like, dude, calm the fuck down. But, yeah, Malice does that pretty consistently. Then there's Pyrrha and Mithra. Now, these 2 characters have... I group these 2 characters together because they have largely the same problem with their voice acting, where they will take what is supposed to be one sentence and split it off into, like, 2 or 3, just based on where they randomly inject pauses into their sentence. There is one line that I remember verbatim because it's messed me up so much. There's one line where I can't remember if it was Pyrrha or Mithra who said this, but it was, one of them said, maybe we should follow the trail of broken trees. Now, you'd probably expect to say that like I just did. Maybe we should follow the trail of broken trees. However, they say it like this. Maybe we should follow the trail of broken trees. Now, that kind of broken sentence structure, well, I'm not going to call it broken sentence structure. It is proper sentence structure, just not proper sentence delivery, I guess. I don't know. It just sounds weird, and my words aren't really aren't really verbalizing what I'm trying to get across. But essentially, that kind of speech pattern is very consistent throughout the performance of both of these characters, to the point where you can actually predict where they're going to randomly inject a pause that doesn't belong into their line. Also, even in like super emotional scenes where a lot of like shit's going down, these two characters have a very monotone voice performance. Like, they actually don't know what context their line was supposed to be in, so they're just saying it like they're just having a casual discussion. And I don't know, out of the American voice talent, I'd say that Pyrrha and Mithra have the worst two. I can't really put one over the other. I think they're equally as not very good. Now, they're not bad. They're just the worst out of the American voice talent. Which, I mean, I guess is the worst out of the voice talent in general. It's not bad. I'm not fucking throwing the voice actresses of these characters under the bus. It's just that, like, I personally didn't find their performances very good. They weren't awful. They were not bad. I am not trying to be like, someone get these voice actresses off the stage. They need to just quit. They need to just get out of here. That's not what I'm saying. I just didn't personally much care for them. Their rather emotionless performances took me out of a lot of scenes. But, yeah. I love Xenoblade 2. Far more than any person should ever love a video game. It's just one of my favorite things. I love this game so much, I went into New Game Plus, finished New Game Plus, and then started New Game Plus again, and I'm currently playing that as I'm making this video. But it's just like, man, especially on my second playthrough, I've really started noticing all these petty niggles about voice performances and whatnot. So yeah, those are just my opinions. Everyone will take something different away from the voice performances. If I accidentally ruined the voice, if I accidentally ruined the story cutscenes for you, I am terribly sorry. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you think I should have kept these opinions to myself. I really don't want to ruin this for anyone. So if you guys think the voice acting is fine, please do not let me ruin this for you, because I don't want to ruin this game for anyone. I think it's a great game, and I think it should be experienced differently by everyone. It's just that, like, I had these problems, and I noticed them more and more on each subsequent playthrough. But yeah, no, I think the voice acting is great for the most part. I like it. And I think you guys will like it too. It's just that, like, man, where the voice acting shines, it really shines, and where it's bad, it's just, oof, man, is it bad. But you know what? I'm gonna stop there. My thoughts are slowly getting more and more disconnected, so I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. Hope you guys had a fun time watching this video. And you stay awesome out there, San Diego. I really need to work on that sign off. Okay, bye.